that who? You got Mojo on the track. The Cam and Mo Show. 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 We on the radio from 6 to 9. Let's go. The Cam and Mo Show. They gave me microphone. Hey, we on the air. I don't understand. What is a stand? You keep on staying. Come on, that don't make no sense. That's okay, cause we don't rap. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. That's alright, cause this beat is high. Yeah, Cam and Mojo on the radio. Hey, let's go! The Cam and Mojo. Hey, the Cam and Mojo. Hey, the Cam and Mojo. Hey, Cam and Mojo. Everybody!
Show.
Happy Saturday morning on August 5th, 2023. It's the Cam and Mo Show.
I'm Cam.
And I am Mo. And producer Zoe on vacation again.
What? How did she get all this vacation?
I don't know, but Twiggins is here. And Twiggins, this week you did not have to bring your home studio or your mobile studio with you because Twiggins is sitting inside Zoe's seat today.
Inside it.
I'm inside Zoe's seat, whatever that means.
Not inside it. You're sitting on. Oh, you know what I mean, right?
Did you dig out the cushion?
I did. I wiped it off before I sat down, too.
Bianca's producer today. Our phone number is 251-964-4975. Streaming the whole show live on YouTube and Facebook.
Bic.
Wow.
I think a stroke's kicking in. You can just text the word live or live to 251-964-4975. Now, is the keyword working, Cammie?
For live?
Yeah, for live or
Yeah,
live.
it is.
Okay, all right. So you can text the word live, 251-964-4975. Lots of great events going on around town. We will get to that in just a couple of seconds. But first, we have to find our first caller of the morning. Yes.
Morning.
Morning. 251-964-4975. The first person to call in, we got you some Waterville tickets, right?
Yeah, let's do it. Now, when's the last time you reckon you went down a water slide?
Okay, I cannot swim. So I do not do water slides. When was the last time you... Owa, right?
Yeah, it was, and I'm going to tell you right now, I have never been more scared in all my life.
Yeah.
When I went down this water slide, the breathing, you just have to hold your breath when you go down well, because you can't... the water just comes at you. It's super scary.
Well, that's probably why I almost drowned it last time when I went down the water slide. It was many years ago, and they had to call the ambulance and stuff like that, but,
Yeah, it sounds like
I was 6.
Made-up story.
Okay.
But what you have to do as well, you have to cross your arms and cross your legs, and you have to stay in that position the entire time. And I always panic that I'm going to freak, I always think I'm going to freak out in the middle of it, and then my arms I'm going to break my legs and everything. And it's just
sounds like you really enjoy this. It sounds like that's not fun for you at all.
Well, I like to at least go, anytime I go to Waterville, I like to at least do it one time, go down the slide, and then that was a bad idea.
She's like, I have a nervous breakdown every time, but you know what? It is just the time of my life.
And do you love it?
I don't. I don't like activities like that.
Too much exercise.
Well, I mean, it's definitely it reminds me of when I was a kid. I love it. I still do it though. Every time I go to a water park.
But I hear Waterville is great. And,
it's so much fun.
You know what? We need to reach out to them, and we need to maybe do our show live from there.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
One time and just hang out, and let's see how many times we can all go down the water slide.
Yeah, we'll make you go down the scariest one.
Do they have a bar?
Okay.
That's where I'll be. I'll be at the bar, at the water bar, at the Waterville.
Hey, buddy.
Morning.
Morning. Our first person to call in, we got you some Waterville tickets. Again, the number's 251-964-4975. Local events around town, what we got?
Yeah, so we got the Sanger Theatre Summer Classic movie series. It's playing Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
I love that movie.
And that's happening tomorrow at 3 o'clock. $6 tickets for adults and $3 for kids under 12. You know, I was in that movie, not in the movie, I was in a play. And I played an Oompa Loompa.
Me too.
Did you really?
I was an
Yes.
Oompa Loompa.
And it was like my acting debut, really.
Yeah.
Also, a bunch of other events. If you want to know any other events going on, text events at 251-964-4975.
All right. Good morning. Who's this?
This is Kristen.
Hey,
Hi,
Chris.
Kristen. How are you? Happy Saturday morning.
Thank you. I'm tired. I'm on my way to work.
Oh, well, don't be tired. Just listen to us. We'll keep you awake.
Yeah, we'll keep you awake for sure.
Do you mind to tell us where you work at?
At a hospital. I'm a nurse.
Oh, well,
Oh, yeah.
Kristen, it's great that you called because I don't feel good right now. I'm slurring my words. Can you tell?
I'm not on the clock yet.
Damn, Kristen.
Smart girl.
Kristen, I might be going through a emergency situation. Kristen said, I'm not working yet.
They got
Don't
a
bother
number.
me right now.
I mean,
She's like, I had not clocked in, and I'm not getting paid, and my bills are not affected yet.
yeah, it's just a hangover. Don't worry, it's fine.
Kristen, thank you so much for calling in, and we got to get some info from you, okay? So hold on 1 second.
Okay.
All right, we love you. And cheer up. Work will be good.
You're saving lives. You're saving lives.
Yeah.
Just remember that.
Hold on. What time did you clock in?
Oh, God, he's going to call you back.
6:45.
Okay. Can you call back at 6:45? Because I think I'm going through something right now.
He doesn't have insurance.
Yeah. By the way, I do not have insurance. You can bill me. I'll pay it. Wink, wink. Okay. All right, Kristen. Hang on. Why would you say that, Twiggins?
Well, I
He's
don't know. I'm just telling her the truth.
I was about to say, in the morning he tells the truth.
She's out there saving lives, so it's between you and the person that has insurance. I think the person that has insurance is going to go before you.
All right, thanks.
That's how the healthcare system in America works, ladies and gentlemen.
Coming up, what app on your mobile phone can you not live without and why? We're going to talk about that. Also, we're going to talk about how my phone keeps on breaking. If you know me and you try calling me or texting me this morning, my phone's not working.
Yeah.
Twiggins' very first response was, did you pay the bill? Why would you go to that first?
Because you always say, like, you know, like your house bill and everything, you always say, any day now with that power. That's what you always say. They can be disconnected anytime. I'm just saying your words, not mine.
All right, so we're going to talk about that coming up next. It's 6:21. It's the Cam and Mo Show. All right, it is 6:29. It's the Cam and Mo Show.
I'm Cam.
And I am Mo. Twiggins in the building. What up, Twigs?
Morning.
All right, and Bianca producing today. So here's the question. What app on your mobile phone can you not live without, and why? Like, what app on your mobile phone can you live without or not? What is it?
Okay, so mine's probably a combination of Instagram and BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed, I love that thing. I just love the little quizzes and the little funny articles on that thing. And then Instagram, I mean, I get so sucked into that. And then I'll find someone that I haven't known or talked to in a while, and then I'll be like, now, are they or are they not still married? And then I'll go back and I'll be like, what happened? And then I got to keep going back. And I just get all into it. Yeah.
Why would you get inside somebody's Kool-Aid and don't even know the flavor?
Well, I'm a little nosy sometimes. And so, anywho, Instagram.
Instagram for you?
Instagram's probably number one, yeah.
All right, Twiggins?
I had to look at my phone and go to my screen time. It's a mixture. I was gonna say it was either like Scruff or Grinder, but I think it might be.
Oh my gosh.
I think it might be TikTok.
Really?
Oh, yeah, you're big into TikTok.
I love the talk.
What's so good about TikTok?
No, I just sucked in, and you just go down a rabbit hole to the point where it'll yell at you and tell you like, "Are you still scrolling?" And I'm like, "Mind your business, TikTok."
It does not matter.
Yeah, so no, it's good. I like that. But
So TikTok
yeah, Facebook, TikTok, yeah, something like that,
or Grindr?
or Scruff.
Okay. Mine is YouTube. I'm like a huge YouTube. Like I'll watch movies. I'll watch the news. I mean, I do everything all on YouTube.
You're so into the
I don't pay for
news.
anything.
You love
Pirates
the
the
news.
films.
I do.
He's watching bootleg movies. He watches those movies they used to sell where they film the screen, and you would just be someone in the movie theater filming the screen.
But Cammie, you're right. Like I love the news, and like
You are obsessed. You're like, did you hear about this? And I'm like, I sure did. I saw a little thing about it on Twitter, and I remember you were like, oh really? You get the news on Twitter? Like, we'll have like big.
They have news on Twitter.
Well, my thing is like I don't like pay. Like, why would I pay for like a streaming service, which I do have because there's I have kids at the house.
Yeah.
But like, why would I pay for a streaming service or a cable or something like that when I can get all the shows, I can get everything off of YouTube?
Yeah. And I do think, I watch a lot of Dateline, right?
Yeah, we know.
So I ended up running out of Datelines.
Oh, no.
Gosh, they don't make any new ones right now.
Yeah, I know, and it's not good. So I found new shows similar to Dateline on YouTube. You can find everything on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, and I was just like, whoa. So I have a whole new thing. I can't remember what it's called. But, yeah, it's just like a whole new world of Datelines.
Well, all right. So, Instagram for you. Goodness, what is wrong with my brain today? Instagram for Cammie.
Yeah.
What's the number one? Twiggins gave out a home apps.
Yeah, I have a menagerie of apps that I take care of here.
All right, what's the number one? TikTok?
I would have to say TikTok, yeah.
Okay. And mine's YouTube. I think next for me would be probably...
Starts with the P and ends with a hub.
Maybe. Yeah, you might be right. Okay. Okay. 251-964-4975. If you want to chime in and tell us what your favorite app is and you cannot live without, you can always call us and we will take your phone call. Hey, check this out. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, a little bit later on in the show, Twiggins is going to do the underwater singing challenge.
Yes, I can't wait for this. So I've done it. Mojo's kind of done it. He wasn't very
What do you mean I
good.
kind of done it? I almost died.
Zoe aced it.
Yeah. Zoe did great.
It was so good. And then Twiggins, he's stepping up to the plate.
Can you swim, Twiggins?
Yeah.
How good? Like,
Very well, and I think I've been practicing. When I was driving here yesterday.
what,
I
in
was-
the car
I
you
was
had a bowl?
No, I was just practicing. I was like, if I was underwater, this is how I would sound. Now, do you actually sing it, or do you just like blow it out of your mouth like bubbles?
Your whole head goes underwater
But do you
and
actually?
sing it.
Is it
Yeah.
easier to sing it? Like
Yeah.
you actually try to sing it, or do you go like? Blah, 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 blah,
No, you're la la la, like you
Okay,
sing it.
all
Yeah.
right.
You inhale all the water as much
Okay.
as you can.
Got it.
That's
Got it.
what you do
Got
when we
it.
do the underwater challenge.
Trying to drink all the water.
Okay, got it.
All right, and it looks like we'll do that, what, after 8 o'clock today?
Yep.
I can't wait. Put a pin in it.
Okay. No Zoe today. She's out. So that means there's no weather, which is very disappointing.
I can do the weather. I can do it.
I don't know if you can.
I'm not sure if,
I'm gonna
yeah,
show
I'm
you
not
guys.
sure if he can
I'll
either.
show you guys how I can do the weather.
Okay.
Really?
All right. Well, let's do it real fast. What's the weather looking like?
All right. I'm not going to say her her tagline, but morning, everybody.
Morning.
Come on.
All right. Currently today we are looking at 84 degrees right now. Mostly sunny conditions. A high of 98, getting down to 81 overnight tonight. You could see a couple of afternoon showers. Those are likely and going to be popping up as they always do here in the area. But that's a 50% rain chance today. And we're also looking at a moderate air quality today with a sunset at 7:43 and 81% humidity today. And that is the weather.
Boo! Bring back Zoe. This is too boring.
I just like to say it scientifically.
You sound like a newsman.
Don't tell me.
I am a newsman.
You do. You're
And
like,
don't you forget it.
my name is Twiggins.
Yeah.
Like, you sound all fancy.
Should I do the dog walking forecast?
Yes.
Yeah,
and-
go aed, do it.
Rough.
Don't take your dogs out because their paws will get stuck to the pavement and get hurt.
Don't say that. Twiggins wasn't bad, but I need some personality to it.
Yeah, a little bit more
I
like.
need some Zoe person.
Well,
Can we
I'm not-
call Zoe real
I'm not
fast?
taking critiques today.
Yeah,
Can we-
let's call
can
her.
Can we call?
Yeah,
do you
let's
think
do it.
she's up now? Where's she at? by the
She's in East. No, she's in this time zone, so probably not. Maybe we'll call her next hour.
way? No, let's just call her.
Okay.
Can you write down her phone number for me, please? Because
Yep.
I don't have it.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's 2-5.
No. Do not give out her phone number, Twiggins.
All right, you ready?
Maybe we can get Zoe to do a better weather forecast than what. Look, Twiggins. Look, I'm not complaining about the way you did it. I just got so used to the way that Zoe does it.
I have many years of broadcast experience under my belt. And you know what?
Practice your sign off. I want to hear the sign off.
I don't know what you'd say. I like Zoe's the best. Have a great day, not just a good day.
Well, what about yours? Like,
And that's the way it goes.
and that's the weather.
And that's the weather.
Yeah.
And that's it.
So is she?
Tell her something broke. Tell her something broke, and we can't figure out how to turn the
No,
the music
she'll
on.
get stressed out. But she might not answer.
Yeah, she probably won't. I guarantee.
Why not?
Because you're calling her on vacation.
Well, I don't care. How many vacations does one person get in a year?
Well, you got to use that PTO because it's not going to use itself.
Oh crap!
They take it back from you. At the
Zoe,
end
we're
of the
trying
year.
to call.
This is Zoe there.
Okay, all right.
What was that?
That was Zoe. We'll try to get her on the air.
No. That's
All
not
right.
professional. What if a client calls and hears that? They're going to think we're running a circus around. Well, we are, but
All right, 6:37 coming up. Cammy has an issue with like guys using the restroom anywhere. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
or-
I think it's just absolutely silly.
All right, we'll get into that next, right after Rema and Selena. It's called Calm Down. 6:47. It's the Cam and Mo show.
I'm Cam, and
And
I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry.
And okay, go ahead and sneeze, Cammy. I'm Mo. Twiggins here. Hi, Twiggins.
Morning.
And Bianca producing. So what's this that you have with men not using the restroom?
So I was telling you earlier about BuzzFeed. I'm also on Reddit a lot, and it just makes me giggle sometimes, some of these stories. And if I sneeze, I'm really sorry. On Reddit's Am I an A-hole thread, a woman asks if she is one for asking her hubby to stop TTing in their backyard. Apparently, the layout of their house is kind of weird, so it's annoying for him to go to the only bathroom if he's not in one of the bedrooms. So if he's in the kitchen and he's cooking,
Right.
and he's like, "Oh gosh, I gotta go."
Got a whiz.
Yeah, it's just easier for him to open the door off the kitchen and just go in the backyard from the door. She thinks it's super gross because what if, like, you know, she steps in it or neighbors see.
Steps in it.
What do you mean steps in it?
What is it? What are you gonna step in it?
Is she going to drown in it too?
Well, I mean, I just think that this is absurd. And I was talking to Zoe about it.
Right.
And I was like, this is normal because I grew up with all sisters. And then I started talking to you about it. And you've got, like, boys and you're a boy. And apparently this is the thing that guys do, that they'll just go TT in the yard like my dog.
Well, I mean, if you have to go, you got to go. I mean, you have to go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was raised out in the boondocks, and I mean, we kind of did it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, but, like, can you imagine you're cooking inside?
Yeah, if you're okay. Inside, yeah. I mean, it just
You're in the kitchen.
yeah.
Well, it depends. What are you cooking though?
Oh, really? Like pasta, and then it's completely different if you're cooking like something else?
Yeah, well, I mean, if it's pasta, all that water, you're watching the water boil, and you're like, oh, I gotta use the bathroom.
So the
because-
time frame.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I mean, unless you have a problem with your neighbors, like Mojo when he did it outside of his house, the HOA lady got upset, which was understandable, and because he was just outside in his front yard because he didn't know where he was and he thought he was in his backyard. But that's different. Now, I'll tell you what's not okay is when children, and I've seen this happen before. There's a trend going around where kids are going to the parks now,
Yeah.
and their parents are just letting them go like anywhere in the park, number 1, number 2, whatever they want to do in the park.
What? See, I mean, if you see Dad doing it, you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Like, I just think it's so weird.
It's a huge thing in the South. I mean, everybody does that. Where I work, my other co-host, her husband,
Yeah.
does it's a problem because he would rather go outside than go inside.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you have to go, you gotta go.
Can I confess something?
Oh my!
You've done it?
goodness.
Where
In the
have you-
parking lot?
No, in the front.
Here?
Why did you automatically say the parking lot?
Well, because you're like, I have a confession. I'm like, okay.
No, okay, so remember when I was potty training Jax when I first got him?
Oh, you showed him how to do it?
No
No.
way. Did you really?
No. One morning, you know how when you get up first and you got to, like, take the dog out first?
Yeah.
So I can't believe I'm telling the story. So one morning, I got up and I was like, okay, Jax, let's go. And I got out there and he was just taking so long. And then finally, I just...
You just had to go too?
I went and he just stood and looked at
in
me.
your backyard?
In my backyard, yeah.
Oh, well,
Your
we know
fence-
not to go in her backyard.
Your fence isn't that high.
And he just looked at me like, what is happening? And it was just because I had got up and I literally was just like, I really have to go. And I
So
was
why
very
are
out.
you mad at guys
One
doing it,
time!
but you could do it?
One time I did
Which is
it.
kind of weird, by the
Yeah.
way.
Well, it was like 4 a.m., but...
Yeah, but everybody has to go sometimes, and I'd like to apologize to a fast food establishment on Government Street during Mardi Gras one year. But if you know the one,
Was it Burger King?
It was the other burger
McDonald's?
place. Yeah, I didn't want to
Right
say
across
the
the
name.
street.
It was the burger.
I know exactly
the
the
McDonald's on
one.
Government because there's like a big bush circle there, and I've peed there before. But it was Mardi Gras, and
Don't you stop at that one a lot?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I wonder if I stepped
I
in
peed
it.
in the bushes behind
You probably
the
did
drive-through
step in
speaker.
it, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I guess if you got to go, you got to go. But like, just don't make a habit of it. Is my point.
Don't tell me what to do. How about that? Let's just say there. You know what? What I do is it's called your business. It's called your private time. Just do whatever you want to do. It's your property. Okay.
Coming up, we're gonna talk about this. Is it wrong to borrow somebody's underwear? I mean, just think about it. You're out and about. Now we all have a trip next week.
What? Okay.
And let's say I forget to pack my underwear,
Not it.
and I ask to borrow Twiggins. They might be real small on me.
What
Extra
are
small.
what are you trying to say?
I mean, I'm just saying, is it wrong to borrow somebody's underwear? And some people think it's okay. We'll talk about that coming up at the top of the 7 o'clock hour. It's the Cam and Mo Show.
Oh boy.
Get ready for that, everybody.
Good morning. All right, and it's the Cam and Mo show.
I'm Cam.
And I am Mo. So is it weird to borrow someone's underwear?
Wait, it's weird?
Is it weird, though?
That's a question?
I mean, what
okay.
happens if you just need some? You know what I mean? Like, is it weird to be like, yo, I forgot my underwear?
I mean, they're presumably clean, right?
Yes, like this is...
I mean, who knows? Maybe they're not.
Okay, well, they're definitely going to be clean for this situation. You know, and whose would you borrow? Like, just... like a good friend, or just like...
Well, it'd have to be. You couldn't just go to a rando and be like, hey, let me borrow your drawers. But if we... All right, so let's say...
Or like a family member?
Yeah, let's say we're going out on a trip and, you know, you run out of underwear. What do you do? I mean, do you just not wear any? I mean, it's different, I think, for girls than it is for guys. I mean, guys can kind of go without, but girls have other things going on, you know?
Yeah, yes.
So...
but I feel as though I feel like I'm a little more okay with this.
What?
Yeah.
Well, you need them more than anybody because you leave yours everywhere.
Oh, God.
And not like in a bad way. Like she just has this thing where...
Like, so
if
on
she
the plane,
sleep-
when I went to New Zealand, I
and-
took my pants off. I just, when I sleep, I take my clothes off. And I don't mean to, but I lose my clothes.
What
So-
do you mean you don't mean to? I mean, how
She
does
does
it happen?
It's unconsciously. She does it when she's sleeping. She just like, you know how like you wake up sometimes and like you went to sleep with a shirt on, but when you woke up, it wasn't there anymore. She does that with her underwear.
Oh my goodness. So like, would you, borrow your mom's or your dad's underwear? I mean, that's a question. Like for me, it's like, would I loan my underwear to Cameron, to my son?
Like, have you all, like, you know, when you do laundry, do you guys all do laundry together and accidentally, like, oh, well,
Yeah.
I running out, I'm going to just use Cameron's.
You know, it happened all the time. I mean, when I used to live...
Like, I don't think it's that strange.
When I lived here and I lived with my roommates, I mean, there was two guys and a girl, and the guys, I mean, our stuff would get mixed up.
Yeah.
And sometimes we would use each other. I see. That's why I don't think it's... I think you guys are making a mountain out of a molehill.
I don't think it's that. I think Mojo is the one making
I just
it.
think it's very weird.
Like, out of everyone, though, isn't it strange that he thinks it's weird? Like,
well, it's like, who's going to fit into my underwear? It's not like my son's like, oh, hey, Dad, I want to borrow your underwear. I'm like 4 times his size. It's not like Twiggin's going to be like, hey, Mojo, I forgot my boxers.
he probably wears the nice kind, too. He probably has, like, designer. And you got, like, Holy Hanes with a little track mark on the back. You know, I'm just saying. I'm just thinking. You know, I think your son's a little hipper than you, so he probably wouldn't let you wear his underwear because they're expensive. Like, I'm not going to give you my Lululemons. Okay, I paid a lot of money for those. They're very expensive. Now, you might can have some like Reeboks or something. I got.
Oh, got it. But
But
you
you're not.
think you could fit into Twiggin's Reeboks?
Let's try it right now. Let's try it right now.
probably be able to put one leg, maybe. And but you know what I find funny about this whole thing is when we spoke about weeks ago, we spoke about buying used underwear from like a thrift store.
Yeah.
But you guys were against that, but all of a sudden you could borrow somebody's underwear for the day?
Yeah, I guess I'm just a little bit okay with that.
I think
though.
you guys are prudes. Is what I think it is. I think you guys need to just, you know what, this seems like a very privileged problem to have, right? Am I wrong?
Right,
Correct me if I'm wrong.
yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's like, oh,
Maybe just go commando then.
I feel like we hit a nerve here. Twiggins might be borrowing somebody's underwear right now.
you can. And you know what? The ones I have on now, you can buy if you go to Twiggins Radio on Instagram. Send me a DM. They are available for you. If you need mine, I will just sell them to you.
He's going to put them up for auction.
Yeah, you can buy them.
Gosh. All right. So you guys saying it's not weird at
Yeah.
all?
No, I don't. I think it's fine.
I mean,
think
I'm not like doing it all the time or anything.
Yeah, it's like everything's in moderation, right? Like when you drink too much, you're an alcoholic.
Okay.
If you borrow the underwear, if you borrow underwear a lot, then you're the underwear guy. Like, you got to be careful.
251-964-4975. Do you happen to find this weird? You can chime in. Or you could text in to 251-964-4975. Let's
I mean,
move on.
well, I do think it is strange though that Mojo is the one with like this moral compass all of a sudden.
All of a
with
sudden,
this.
yeah.
What do you mean all of a sudden?
This is so odd.
I'm not loaning out or wearing someone else's underwear.
Loaning.
Loaning out like it's a library. We're at the library.
I
checking
might
out
rent
books.
it out though if it's like a dire situation. I'm
Yeah.
like, you can rent these out for $100 a day.
Oh, someone's messaging me right now. They want to know how much.
Coming
It's a
up,
fair price.
did you hear about this? Mattel is going to end the Barbie production after the nationwide plastic ban. So that means like Barbies are going to be done here soon.
I don't think that's exactly what it means.
That's what I got out of it. That's what I got out of it. No more Barbies. That is it. No more Kens. We'll get into the story coming up in roughly about 5 minutes. It's the Cam and Mo Show. 7:18. It's the Cam and Mo Show.
I'm Cam.
And I am Mo. Twiggins in the building. What up, Twiggins?
Morning.
251-964-4975. We are streaming live on Facebook or YouTube. Just text the word live to 251-964-4975.
Yeah. So this is crazy. I don't know if this is actually true, but the CEO of Mattel published a press release, so it must be true. They've made more than 1 billion plastic Barbies, and enough is enough. They want to eliminate the use of all plastics from their production process. The CEO said, as a company, they have made many previous empty promises of plastic recycling, and on top of their own personal, eco-friendly motives, this also fits in tandem with the support of a federal ban on those non-essential plastics. So Mattel has vowed to use 100% recycled materials in all toy production by 2030, which means, like the end of an era. So what, they're just going to stop making Barbies? I don't actually think that's going to happen.
No, what they're saying is they're not going to use single-use plastics is what they're going to do, I believe.
So from what I got out of it, they're going to go back to the wooden Barbies.
Yeah, and like we used to make growing up, or we stuffed our Barbies and made straw hair and
Exactly.
yeah,
Stick legs.
yeah, and then they painted them with lead paint,
I mean,
made them into lawn darts.
I don't know. Like, it's just they're going to look a little bit, maybe.
How do you know?
Well, they're going to look
What if
the
they
same.
look great? What if they look great? What if they look
And we
better
don't know
than
the
ever?
difference, yeah.
What if they look better than ever?
And we're just worried about nothing, really. But it is quite good, actually, I think, to, with the whole plastic ban, I guess.
And what perfect time when the Barbie movie came out.
You're saying that they did that on purpose? Is
Yep.
what you're saying?
Yep, they're trying
You
to
think
sell
so?
them.
You think it might
Trying
have
to
been?
sell
Think it might be a marketing ploy?
Yeah, I think so.
to get them all sold.
I just wanted to bring back Skipper. I want to know when Skipper's coming back. That was a good
What's
one.
Skipper?
Skipper was another friend of Barbie. I think it was like Skipper Barbie.
No, Skipper's in the movie.
Well, of course. There's a lot of old Barbies. Skipper's like,
Yeah, Skipper's in the movie.
yeah, Skipper's like the shady late girl that was Barbie's friend.
Well, she's not shady.
I think she got pregnant.
No, that's Midge.
Oh,
That's Midge.
Midge got pregnant?
Yeah, Midge is the preggers.
So do they have a pregnant Barbie?
That's what I just said, Midge.
Midge.
But, I mean, do they sell it in the store?
Not anymore. It was discontinued.
Why?
Because caused a bit of an
Who
uproar.
came up with Midge?
All right, coming up, are some foods considered kids' foods or adult foods?
Yes.
Do you feel shamed as a adult to eat certain foods?
Do you, Mojo?
Not really, but kind of.
Okay.
We're going to get into that coming up in roughly about 6 minutes. Also, we have the weather. Do you want to do that now, or do you want
I
to
mean,
wait?
it's, you know what? I can do weather anytime because I am on top of it.
All right. Well, let's do the weather, and then we will get into that story coming up next. Again, our phone number is 251-964-4975. 251-964-4975. Twiggins?
Morning, everybody.
Morning.
All right, just to start it off here, we are currently holding steady at 85 here in the Mobile metro area.
Steady.
High of 98 and low of 81 overnight tonight. There is a heat advisory in effect right now. So
All right.
That's right. All right, we're going to be looking at some showers possibly around 2 o'clock. Those are going to be moving through the area. Pop-up shower, cool us down a little bit this afternoon. Thank you. Currently, air quality, 54%. That's moderate. And right now, the UV index is at a very rare number. It is at 0.
Whoa.
I was waiting. There it is. All right. Feels like 97 outside. And if you are standing at the top of the RSA Tower, you can see for 8 miles.
Okay, sign off
And
now.
that is your weather.
Can you give
Back
me
to
Zoe's-
you, Mojo.
Can you give me Zoe's number real fast?
Yes.
Let's try to call Zoe. Zoe's the one who normally does our weather for us. Twiggins, I love your weather, but
That was a good sign off, I thought, that time.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, tomorrow it's going to be sunny with a high of a 97 and a low of 80.
We didn't ask about tomorrow's weather, Twiggins.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was good.
The sun sets at 7:43.
Do you think Zoe could just do it off the top of her head?
I bet you could.
I don't know. If she's kind of green at this.
I love her weather. She's not going to answer the phone for us, is she?
I don't know. She might have had a wild night last night.
Okay, You know what? I don't want to talk.
See, all right, well, you know what?
Dad's
I think it just proved that I do weather better.
All right, coming up, we have more on the show. Again, we are streaming live on Facebook and YouTube throughout the whole entire show. Just text the word live, LIVE, just in case you don't know how to spell it. 251-964-4975. 7:31. It's the Cam and Mo Show.
I'm Cam.
And I am Mo, and then Twiggins. All right, so are some foods considered kid foods or adult foods? Perfect example. My son, he loves chicken nuggets and fries.
That's his meal.
But just not any chicken nuggets.
Okay.
Dino nuggets.
The Dino Nuggets. How did you know the Dino Nuggets? He loves those.
How did you know that?
How did you know that?
Because I know the way you talk about this child, or he's not even a child. Sorry, grown man.
He's 20 years old.
He's
by the
20
way.
years old. Okay. I'm not gonna say anything else because I like the kid, but I'm just saying if he knew how his dad makes him sound.
No, it's not. I'm not making him sound bad.
No, he
Okay.
he makes him sound like he's a little child.
Oh, no.
Well, he's my kid. I love the kid.
One of our co-workers, you mentioned when you were out with him, Marvin,
Yes.
he said, we were talking and I was like, so have you met Mojo's son? And he said, no, but the other day it was so strange. He said, my kid's got to eat. And Marvin said, oh, well go feed your kid. and Marvin's like, how old is he?
20
But he
years old.
But he thought he was like 2 years
Yeah.
old or something.
Oh. But no, when we go out to dinner, sometimes you go out to dinner with somebody, you're sitting down, and they're like, I'm just going to have the kids' chicken tenders and fries, which sometimes, you know what, that's just what you're in the mood for. But if that's like what they go to all the time, I think that's a little bit of a red flag.
So let's go through this list. And here's the question.
I
And
like
we'll,
all these things. That's the thing. But will I order? That's what I'm saying.
We'll go around the room.
Okay.
Are these foods only kids' foods or adult foods?
All right.
Okay.
So, and don't be embarrassed, Mojo. You have to be
Honest.
honest.
I'll be honest.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Chicken fingers. I'm going to say chicken fingers are kids' foods. What do you say, Twiggins?
I think that's an adult food. I mean, we have a very successful chicken finger place in town that everyone goes to all the time.
Okay.
Adult.
Okay. What about mac and cheese? I'm going to say adult.
Depends on what kind you're making. If you're making the blue box, maybe for kids. If
Talk about that craft.
Yeah, I like that crap. Give me that crap. Or if you're making the kind, that you make at home with the breadcrumbs, not dry. Gotta have the wets and the dries mixed together. I think that's adult.
Okay.
Mac and cheese, kids.
Okay. Are you being honest?
Yeah.
Okay. Grilled cheese. I'm going to say adults.
Kids.
Definitely kids.
Oh, yeah, I love myself a grilled cheese. Okay, pasta with butter. I'm gonna say that's a kid's meal.
Totally.
Yeah.
Adult.
Okay. Chicken nuggets. Here we go.
I think we should change this to kids, adult, or Mojo.
Chicken nuggets. I'm gonna go with kids.
I'm gonna say kids. Yeah.
Adult.
Okay, bagel pizza. I'm gonna
What's
say
that?
it's just like
A bagel
It's
bite.
bagel. Yeah, like
a
the
bagel
bagel
bite?
bites. Yes.
I'm gonna say adult.
I mean, college. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ate a bunch of those.
Kids pizza.
Kids pizza.
Okay.
Okay. That
makes
wasn't an
sense.
option, but all right.
We'll go with it. Cheese sticks. I'm definitely gonna say that's probably kids.
Anytime I'm offered a cheese stick, you best believe I'm getting my paws on those.
Okay.
I love a cheese stick.
I say adult.
What about fish sticks? I'm gonna say kids.
We're in the stick category now, and I don't know. I don't like fish sticks as much as Mojo does, so I'm gonna say kids.
Definitely kids.
And a plain burger. I'm gonna say kids.
Mojo.
Definitely kids. But what's so funny is my son, he doesn't like any
Here we go.
ketchup.
Here we go. This
or
poor kid.
mustard. This
poor kid.
He wants his burger plain all the time.
What does he have on it? Just like the burger and
Just meat and cheese.
meat and cheese. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, look, sometimes you just got to order what you like,
Well, you know what? It's almost like we have a child of our own, Cammy, because we are teaching Mojo to try new things. And last weekend, or 2 weekends ago, we were down at the Floribama,
Yeah.
and he ate seafood.
He did.
And I told him, and I had to coax him for 30 minutes, and I'd be like, this is a fried crab claw. I was like, but it's not taste like seafood, it tastes like fried. And then I was like, boo, 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 boo. here it comes. And he ate it and he loved it. And then he ate fish.
He actually ate the fish. The fish was the weirdest part.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
And now
look,
he says what? You say what?
I like seafood. I
Yeah,
eat seafood all the time.
All the time. All the time he does.
All right, coming up, do you attach smells to memories? And what smell brings back bad memories? Just think about it. What smell brings back a bad memory? We'll get into that coming up in, let's see, 6 minutes. It's 97.5 WABD. Last night.
Last night.
Last night. That's the Cam and Mo Show remix right there. It's 97.5 WABD.
I'm Cam.
And I am Mo Twiggins in the building. And Bianca is our producer. So, do you attach smells to memories? Like, what is a smell that brings back bad memories?
Old Spice Sport, my ex, he used to wear it all the time. And every time someone walks in, I'm like, who's that? And I smell it and I just, oh gosh, I just think of him.
Bad memories?
That was a bad memory?
It's a bad one.
Oh,
because I think of
apparently
him.
it was.
Well, it's not a bad memory, but I'm just like, it's just that weird familiar. And it's like, and it takes me a second. And then I'm like, oh gosh.
I guess mine. My bad, like good memories, but also bad. Ooh, easy there. My bad memories, but also good. Jägermeister. I can't. Even when I was a bartender, I couldn't get it on my hands. I couldn't get it. I couldn't smell it. Otherwise, I would just. It's good. Good times were had, but it is a bad smell for me. Also, that time that we went to Orlando and they all stayed in that hotel room next to me and you, Cammie,
Yeah.
in the boys' room.
Yeah.
And it was smelled like oof,
Yeah.
What did it smell like?
dudes.
Yeah.
It smelled like dudes.
Twiggins walked past and he was like, don't go in there. It smells like dudes.
It did. And we got to share a room this weekend, and I'm bringing my candle.
Oh, so you try and say it's me then?
I don't know, but it has to be because it ain't me.
My bad memory is it's funny that you brought up Jaeger, but mine's Goldschlager. Like Goldschlager, it's an alcohol.
It's
Okay.
like pre-Fireball. It had real bits of gold. They still make it. It has like real quote unquote bits of gold in it.
I cannot smell it. I cannot look at it. I definitely cannot drink it. One time, and one time only, I had like a little shot of it, and I was so sick, so drunk. I promised myself I would never ever drink again. Of course I did, but it's like what. I can't even look at it. Like if someone's like, "Hey, I got this bottle," I start feeling sick. I start getting flashbacks.
So,
Very bad.
like, what happened?
Like I fell in the bushes, fell asleep. And that's not me.
It's heavy. It's heavy stuff, but it's not. It's no Fireball. It smells like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
It
And
does not smell like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
yes, it does. It's like Jack Fire. I don't like Jack. I remember we went to the bar that one
Yeah.
time and they tried to give me Jack Fire and I threw a fit. Same thing.
But I think it was the gold that.
You think it was the gold?
I think it was the gold. It was too fancy for me for the Goldschlager.
The gold. He was allergic to the precious metals.
But that's my bad memory. If you want to share your bad memory with us, 251-964-4975. 251-964-4975 coming up. What bad habit would you most like to break? Apparently, Zoe wrote this. What bad habit would you most like to break?
Can't even read it.
And what about our co-workers' bad habits too, I think?
But, I mean, I really don't want to do this topic because I feel like you guys are going to just pick on Mojo.
I was gonna say this is the segment where we do that. This is the say things about Mojo that you wouldn't normally say to him, but we're on the radio, so it's okay.
Yeah. Maybe we'll
Bit.
go around the room and we'll do everybody's bad habit
Everyone
that we
says
want.
something about Mojo.
Everybody's bad habit that we want each other to break.
All right, we'll get into that next. Hold on. Yeah. All right, and it's 8:02. It's the Cam and Mo Show.
I'm Cam.
And I am Mo. Twiggins in the building.
Morning.
What is a habit that you would love to break?
Me?
Yeah.
Being slightly late for things.
Slightly late.
Or better yet, what does your coworker, an annoying habit your coworker has that you want them to break? Let's do that. I like that more.
Of course you do. 251-964-4975. If you want to call out your coworker, you can call us right now, and you know what? We'll put them on blast.
Yeah.
All right? Maybe they're listening. They probably are.
Yeah, you don't have to say names. You can just like.
Oh no, say their names. Susan in accounting, we're coming for you.
Yeah.
Let's go around the room. What's a bad habit?
That you have. You want me to start?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because she
Okay.
wants to.
Because there are Zoom calls that we still do occasionally.
Yes.
And we'll be on a Zoom call. And all of a sudden, now this is when you're working from home.
Yes.
Right? Click. And I'm like, that's interesting. I wonder why he turned off his video.
Yep.
And I'll be like, I'll unmute. Mojo, get back on the Zoom. I know you're lighting up a cigarette.
Lighting up.
That's why I clarified. Get back on. And sure enough, there's a cigarette going on. And then when it comes to Twiggins, I'm going to tell you right now, you got a habit of taking off with your fast walking.
Yeah.
What?
Yes. You think I'm a runner, but
You're just as bad as he is.
Well,
You just can't keep up. I don't run away. I just walk I walk with a purpose.
yeah, you do walk. But sometimes you slow down. But you are a bit of a fast walker. Just saying. All right, that's my vent.
But you know this about me. My mom told you this.
Well, I know it, but I'm just saying it's a habit, and you're going to have to break it.
All right,
So,
how about you, Twiggins?
I would love to quit the vaping. I would love that. I've quit smoking many a time, and I just don't. I think this one, if I tried this, it's going to be the hardest. And I don't understand. I don't know. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
But
right.
you're trying to break it, but that's a good goal.
Yeah, and yeah, that's about it. I would say quit drinking as much, but that's a pleasure. It's not really a problem. So-
Now, what about,
Okay, what about
coworkers?
us? Yeah, we got to have some co-showers.
Oh, Cammy, I wish that you would stop coming in like a whirlwind.
Gosh.
A whirling dervish is the word I was looking for.
Dervish, is that like
And then
dirty or something?
no, it's just like a tornado. And then
Okay.
Mojo, I wish you would listen. I don't know if that's a bad habit. I don't
What
know if it's
do
a
you
bad habit not
mean?
to
He
listen.
doesn't listen.
Listen, I
No,
listen all the time.
He's not.
I
He's
don't.
tuned out half the
I would
time.
like for you to pay more to make a conscious effort to pay more attention to people. So whenever we say things, we don't have to repeat
All right.
ourselves 10
Anyways,
times.
let's move on. Let's go. Let's go on to mine.
Okay.
Mine for Cammy.
No,
you already
you
know-
got to do your own bad habit
Oh,
first.
my own bad
He
habit.
doesn't have any.
I mean, this is a hard one. I'm stretching. I think my old bad habit is to maybe I'm just too nice. I got to work on that. What do you guys think? I'm too nice, right? Why are you laughing? Why is that funny?
Okay, that's like, what's my weakness in a job interview?
Yeah.
No, what is
I
a
work
bad
too hard.
habit? Come on, you got to
Bad habit is probably smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, you're
I want
right.
to quit.
Okay.
Cammy, your bad habit is you cannot be on time for one thing.
Okay.
Cammy says, hey, meeting starts at 12. It starts like at 3 o'clock.
Okay.
But we spoke about this off the air, getting to the airport. Now, the only thing that Cammy will be on time for is if she has to take a flight someplace.
And I hate it.
Cammy has to be at the airport 7 hours early for. I have no idea why.
We went to New Orleans a couple of months ago. Well, it was back in December. We were trying to go to New Orleans. Y'all, we were at the airport. They weren't even open yet. Like, it was that early
It
in
was
the
about
morning.
3 a.m., wasn't it?
Yeah, and the flight was at 9 in the morning.
But why? Like, you could be on time for that, but anything else? And I know there's people that know Cammie and maybe had some appointments with her. I can guarantee you she was late every single time. Every time.
But when she comes in, it's just like it just runs in, and it's just like with like tons of baggage and then she just comes in and it makes you, and it's I'm like dang, like did I do something wrong? Like, is it me?
She turns it around on you. How come you're not in the studio, Twiggins? Well, because you was late.
I know. This morning I was like, Twiggins is late.
Twiggins.
Yep.
Twiggins' bad habit is peer pressuring people. I'll be at home.
Yes.
I'll be at home. You know, long day at work, and Twiggins will be like, "Hey, Mojo, I'm in town."
It's
All
the
right,
weekend.
Twiggins, good, have fun. Well, I'm down the street, about to order a case of Fireball. Oh, well, great, have fun, Twiggins. Mojo, why don't you come down? Twiggins had a long day. Oh, you being a big baby, Mojo. Just come down. No, I'm good. Twiggins will text me for like 50 minutes until I say, finally, I'm going to go meet him.
Except for last night, you didn't text me back at all.
Oh, I never got your text. Plus, I was busy.
Oh,
There we go.
said the B word.
So there you go. So there's some habits that you two need to fix, okay?
Thank you.
You guys
for,
have some bad habits.
Thank you for gaslighting.
And you need to fix them.
Are you getting
okay?
ready to light up?
All right. Twiggins, are you ready?
For what?
The underwater singing challenge. We'll do it with Twiggins in roughly about 6 minutes. Twiggins, do you have a song that you want to sing? It's very simple. We'll give away some tickets if you can guess what song Twiggins is singing underwater.
I'm gonna hit it with my best shot, like Pat Benatar.
Who's that?
Fire away.
Who's that?
Don't worry about it.
All right, we'll get into that and figure out what he's talking about next. 8:14. It's the Cam and Mo Show.
I'm Cam.
And I am Mo. It's 97.5 WABD. We are the Gulf Coast #1 hit music station. It's time for our underwater challenge. It's where Twiggins today will sing underwater. If you can guess what song he's singing, now what do we have to give away?
We got Waterville tickets.
Waterville tickets. All right. So if you want to play, and I can pretty much guarantee you'll win, call in right now, 251-964-4975. 251-964-4975. Also, if you want to watch this go down live on Facebook and YouTube, just text the word live right now, LIVE, to 251-964-4975. Why is Twiggins on the floor?
I'm on the ground.
Why are you on the ground?
Well, I figured no one else has done it like this, and so I'm going to do it like a keg stand.
What?
Like you're gonna?
Like I'm going to put my legs up in the air, and I have a safety. If I raise my hand, though, you guys got to, because I'll drown it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right, we'll see if you can hear it. Otherwise, we're going to have to do it a different way. But here
Okay.
we go. I'm going to
How
get up.
about-
I'm going to assume the position.
How about this? How about I guess the song?
Okay, why? Because no one's calling?
Well, no,
Okay,
there's people
someone's calling.
There's people calling, but I mean, what if I guess it?
All right, well, has this water been changed? Is
No,
like
it has not. It's from last weekend.
It's Zoe's face water still.
Do you want to do a caller or do you want me to do it?
Well, I think if they're
Let's do a
calling
caller.
in, we should do it.
All right, let me see. We'll go through that line. Hello, good morning. Who's this?
Hello,
Hi, what's your name?
Tiffany.
Hey, Tiffany. All right, Twiggins, it's going to sing underwater. You have to guess what song it is. If you get it right, we got a prize for you, all right? Waterville tickets for you.
All right, you're going to get 2 chances.
And make sure you turn down your radio, all right? Because you'll get tons of feedback. So just turn your radio down. And here we go. Twiggins, you ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go. What is that? Okay, Twiggins, stop. Twiggins, we don't even know what that is. Okay, do you want to take a shot at that? Oh, and please turn down your radio because it's going to feedback. Do you happen to know what song that is?
Oh, my contacts.
Hello?
No.
Okay, all right, try again and turn down your radio though because it's feeding back. All right, one more time. Go ahead, Twiggins.
I think I know it is. Oh,
All right, do you want to take another guess? Do you know who it is?
Tiffany.
You don't know what song it is?
I don't know.
All right, one more time, Twiggins. All right, okay. Cammy, do you happen to know who it
Tiffany,
is?
do you want me to try?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it that Miley Cyrus song, "Party in the USA"?
It is.
Yes.
Yay.
Tiffany, we'll hook you up with some tickets. Okay.
Thank you.
You're
Oh, you're welcome. Hang on. Twiggins, that was awful.
no, I got
That
it.
was
You
Twiggins.
sounded so cute. You sounded
you.
like a little underwater.
What is wrong with your hair right now? If you're looking at the Facebook and YouTube page, what happened with your... His hair is...
I was
You
in the
should wear your
Dunkin'.
hair
I was
like
in the
that more
Dunkin'
often.
booth at the fair, and no one got me a towel or anything.
Oh, yeah, we don't have
I'm gonna
those.
electrocute myself.
All right, so Tiffany won some Waterville tickets and Twiggins.
Was it quite hard doing it like the keg stand?
Yeah,
way?
it was. It was.
It's
it
pretty
was.
hard in general, though, right?
Yeah,
See, all those times that you made fun of me.
I think I got some mucus in the water.
Okay. All right, we're going to talk about your neighbor next in general. Do you have a neighbor that it's just so mean and you do things just to upset them? That's me. And we're going to talk about that next. 28. It's the Cam and Mo Show.
Oh, goodness. I'm Cam.
That scared me. I'm Mo. And Twiggins here in the building.
Morning.
And Bianca is producing. I have a neighbor that just upsets me.
Yes.
And now it's going to be even worse if she listens.
But I think you might do things to
What?
say,
What?
annoy her. I think you do. You do things to annoy her, though.
Like what?
So,
I'm going to let him tell you.
my son and I, so we had, people cutting our grass, all right? I live in an HOA. Grass has to be a certain length. Everything has to be perfect, right?
And I got you a guy.
Yeah, you got me a guy. I've had 3 guys. Now, my new thing is, I'm like, look, I got 2 boys in the house. Why am I paying somebody to cut the grass and do my lawn when I have, as you say, Twiggins, Bam 2K's 20 years old now.
Yeah. And he's never cut grass in his life.
Well, he did.
Well, back up when you bought the mower,
I bought a lawnmower.
and I told you to buy one with this, and you didn't.
Okay. Cammie told me to spend more money,
Yeah.
and we all know I'm cheap. But Cammie told me to spend more money and get a lawnmower that has a bag
Yeah.
attached to it.
That way you can bag up the grass
Yeah, that's normal.
and get rid of the grass.
That's about $400 or $500.
Yeah.
So I went to Walmart, and I love Walmart, and I saw a lawnmower for $200. I'm like, okay, who needs a bag, right? I'm gonna pay $200, save $300. So we get this lawnmower, and my son says, "Hey," he's so excited. We put the lawnmower together, and he goes to cut the grass. He's so excited about cutting the grass. But there's one thing that we did not think about.
What is that?
So when he cut the front yard, all the grass was blowing in the driveway, in the street, and in my neighbor's driveway.
And Karen don't like that.
My neighbor is the head of HOA.
She loves that.
So
That's a job you volunteer for only if you're a Karen.
So my thing is that I don't have a those
bag.
blowers. The bag.
It's called a leaf blower.
A leaf blower, right. I don't have that. So Cameron and I, when he's cutting the grass, and I'm like, okay, the grass is all in the driveway. So we hurry up, all right? Now, by the way, my neighbor's garage door is open. So we hurry up and cut the grass, and we run to the backyard and hide. Lock the door, close the blinds and everything. And then I thought about it. I'm like, look, my neighbor has been giving me a hard time forever. You know what I mean? Okay, thanks for the sound effect, Twiggins. Why am I stressing out because there's grass on my neighbor's driveway?
Well, because
Because that's rude.
How is that
blows
rude?
directly into her driveway.
Okay, so I cannot win. It's like I don't cut my grass, it's a problem. I cut my grass and the grass is inside her driveway, that's a problem.
You just got to be more conscious of other people. You can't just
should've
make your mess and put it on her lawn.
Well, I told you to get the mower with the
I don't
bag.
care what you told me.
I
It
told
was
you to do
cheaper.
this. I literally said, we had a big conversation because you were like, well, can you take the bag off? And I said, yes, but it's best to get it because you can put the grass in there. Otherwise, you're going to have grass everywhere. And, who's going to be mad about that? And you said, well, I think I will get that. And then you said you did it. And I said, oh, cool. Where'd you put the grass? And you said, well, I didn't get the one with the bag. And I was like, well, I don't even know why we talked about it.
I'm siding with the neighbor on this one.
Yeah, me too.
Why would you say? Look, it's grass, and the grass it looks good. Look, my front yard,
Your yard looks fine.
That's what I'm saying. My yard's cut. The grass is cut. Everything's good.
You don't
I
worry about
follow
where
the HOA rules.
You don't worry about where the grass blows.
I do not care.
Yeah.
I could care less. My yard looked good. And what I should do, Twiggins, thanks. What I should do is complain about the grass in her driveway. I should make a formal complaint in the HOA and be like, look,
Who you gonna
why
complain?
you have grass on your driveway?
Who are you going to complain to?
I
Her?
don't know. Up to her.
I feel like she's not. Like, maybe I'm
I think
wrong
she's
to
in
say
the
this.
she's in the right.
Yeah, I feel like I'm wrong to say this, but I don't know if she's that bad. I feel like you do things to maybe annoy her.
I really didn't ask either of you
You
your
did.
opinion.
You did, and we're telling it to you.
Okay.
So now you got to spend even more money.
No, I'm not
and get
spending.
a leaf blower.
I am not doing that. And my son's going to cut the grass again today. Look at the grass is growing like crazy.
Well, hopefully there's not that much wind out there.
Well, that poor lady. I mean,
Look at that poor lady.
what a-
It's just grass in the driveway.
What
What's
a
the big
menace!
deal?
What a menace it is to live next to you. I mean, just God knows what they're doing over there. You got people coming and going, strange vehicles. You don't know what they're doing over there. And then now there's grass clippings on my driveway, and I'm gonna track that inside my house.
Now, she hasn't said anything to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I might be overreacting. She might be very nice. However, I'm pretty sure
She's in there stewing.
it's coming, especially after today.
Well, good luck to you. And
Maybe we should get him a bag.
Okay, Twiggins, I'm done with the sound of.
His birthday's coming up.
Yeah,
Get
my
him a
birthday.
bag.
How about you guys buy me a lawnmower with a bag?
No,
how about that?
We'll get a leaf blower, or just like a small leaf blower.
Or how about my
How about-
neighbor just doesn't care because it's just a tiny bit of grass on the driveway.
just hire the lawn people back. That's
I'm not doing it.
they've got all
I
that.
have two grown ass men living in my house that can cut the grass.
All right. Well, now we're making progress. Now you're acknowledging that they are in fact grown.
All right, coming up, we're gonna end the show because you guys are upsetting me right now.
Okay.
Also, here's a question. Think about this: would you give your pet a kidney if it needed it? Cammy, you have Jax. Jax
Yes,
comes in.
and my baby
And Jax-
cats.
Campbell, your dog, and Jazzy Faye, my cat. Now, if I gave Jazzy my kidney, I'm not sure if it.
You
would
only
fit.
have one left.
Well, that's true. So I don't know, Jazzy. You might, I mean, if it's between me and you, Jazzy, I know you listening. All right, so we'll get into that one next right here. It's the Cam and Mo Show. Hold on. It's 8:42. It's the Cam and Mo Shizzo.
Okay.
I am Mo. Let's get out of here because I'm tired of both of you.
Things are happening in here behind the scenes, and it's about to be the octagon.
I am not dealing with you guys next week. It's gonna be like,
We're going to Dallas, Texas, deep in the heart of Texas. Mojo's gonna wear a cowboy hat and belt buckle.
Are you really in
and
boots? Yeah, boots.
no, I'm gonna still wear my Crocs with my socks.
Oh, please don't.
Before we get out of here, a few things. We're gonna get into the local events that's going on around town.
Yes, definitely.
And then Twiggins is gonna have the weather. But first, giving up a kidney for your pets.
Yeah, so in a recent survey of pet owners, 58% of people say they would donate a kidney to their pet if they could, and 86% of people worry about their pet's health as much as or more than their own. Anytime there's something wrong with like one of my cats or my dog, I notice immediately. Now, obviously, this whole kidney situation is a little bit
It's silly, is what it is.
hypothetical.
Why is it silly?
Because it's not a thing you can actually do.
How do you know that?
I know people.
Well, I actually didn't. But if it was real, would you give your pet a kidney?
I would give Jazzy my kidney.
Your cat?
Maybe not Cameron's dog, but Jazzy, yes.
I only have 2 kidneys. I only need one to work, but I'm scared I'm gonna have to need it one day.
Oh yeah, you're definitely gonna need both.
Yeah. I need a third one, if anything.
How about you, Kim?
Oh, definitely. I just, and the second part though about how you worry about your pet's health though, isn't that crazy though when something's wrong, like you can tell like immediately, you know something's off with them and you just stress out and you're like, I remember you were freaking out the other day because Jazzy wasn't eating.
Yeah, Jazzy wasn't eating. She was just laying there staring at me. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, if something happens to Jazzy Faye, and it's going to happen eventually.
Yeah.
But if something happens, I'm taking 3 or 4 weeks off.
Yeah.
That's my daughter right there.
Yeah. It's tough. Like, but I just, the pet's health thing, like, I just, and they just don't act right. And it's just, it's just a whole sitch.
Well,
So
now
anywho.
that we've gotten that settled.
Twiggins has the weather.
All right, good morning, everybody.
Oh, your
Morning.
voice is different.
Before we get in the weather, I told my friend, I had to do a shout out real quick,
Okay.
if I'm allowed.
Yep.
No.
My friends over where I go after this every Saturday, my friends at
Which bar is this?
my friends at Fast Times in Daphne, the gas station.
Oh, okay.
They have us on every Saturday in there, and so people shopping are having to listen to us while they're getting in their gas, and the people making the chicken biscuits back there.
Oh, hold on. Where's this at?
It's in Daphne on 98, right there by the elementary school.
Daphne 98.
Yeah.
And what's the name of it?
Fast Times. Oh, if you know for Daphne, they got the best chicken and biscuits ever.
All right. Well, are you going there right now?
I'm probably
Because-
going to stop by there afterwards, but those ladies are so great to me, and so but they always have the station on, and so I'm like, oh no, they've been listening to this all morning when I go in there, and I don't remember what I've said, but no, thank you so much to those guys if
Yes.
you're listening. They may have turned us off by now and switched to something else, but anyway, the weather today is going to be mostly sunny. There is a heat advisory in effect right now, and that's going to be going on all day long. You've also got a high of 98 today, but it's going to feel a little bit hotter than that with the humidity. And right now, the UV index has gone up to 2. And we're looking at a sunset at 7:43 today, so
Nice.
that's a good happy hour sunset for you.
Nice.
And then
Romantical.
some showers maybe later on in the afternoon, between 2 and 6 p.m.
All right. Thank you so much, Twiggins. And local events. Cammy.
Okay, Sanger Theatre Summer Classic Movie Series is playing Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. 3 o'clock tomorrow. Tickets $6 for adults, $3 for kids under 12.
Can you say it like you said it yesterday?
Willy Wonka.
She's called it Willy Wonker yesterday
Is that what I said?
in her accent.
It's so funny though that we both were Oompa Loompas in plays of Willy Wonka.
Yes, it was quite the time.
You don't want to remember it?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Okay.
But if you want to know any other events, text events to 251-964-4975.
All right, and you can watch the replay of the show anytime on YouTube. Just text the word live, LIVE, to 251-964-4975. Before we get out of here, Twiggins, anything? Nope. Okay,
Nope.
great. There you go. Cammy, nope. Okay, all right. By the way, tonight I'll be at Live Bait DJing Gulf Shores.
Oh, cool. What time do you do that?
I will do that roughly. See, I show up on time.
When he gets there.
I show up on time, so it will begin
I've
at
always-
9 o'clock.
I've always showed off on time to Live Bait.
Oh, yeah, you have. Yeah.
Of course. not.
Always.
All right, so I'll be out there for that, and they will have tickets for the mail review that's coming up August 23rd at Live Bait.
Wow, wow, wow.
And the cool thing about the mail review,
No.
No, that's not the music that he have, I don't think.
you have Mojo,
Did you see what he
a.k.a. Sexual Chocolate.
Did you just see what he did? He looked at himself.
Yeah. The mail review. Look, the Fast Times people are turning off the radio again.
Okay, everyone say bye.
Bye.